Looney Beans, it's okay. What's going on, Looney Beans? Are you having a happy Mother's Day? How come you didn't make me breakfast in bed, Looney Beans? How come you didn't make me a little paw print painting or something, huh? Alright guys, it's Sunday. We just got home from visiting with Grant's mom for Mother's Day. Don't worry.
A socially distanced visit.
We kept a good distance. We actually met up with her in Arlington, which is halfway between Dallas and Fort Worth, because she's in Fort Worth. And we met in a parking lot and just like stood outside our cars and chatted a little bit because they're going back out of town tomorrow and we haven't seen them since January. So we really wanted to get to at least talk for a minute at a good distance with our masks on and everything. We played it as safe as possible. And now we're home and we're gonna have a little lunch. We're gonna have breakfast for lunch. We're doing an experiment. Actually, we've already done this. We did cinnamon rolls in our big waffle maker back when we first met, when we were first dating. And we're gonna do it today with the mini waffle maker.
Yeah.
If you thought I was gonna go a whole vlog without more mini waffle maker action, that's like hard to spit out. After last weekend's like marathon of mini waffles, you thought wrong.
You thought wrong.
We gotta get our supplies out. I'm so out of it today. I'm just like so tired. Like it's like noon. It's noon o'clock. It's noon 30 and there's no reason for me to be tired. We did not even stay up late last night. I think we went to bed at like midnight last night. We didn't stay out late.
We went to bed early to try to avoid this problem.
I know, because we had to get up and get it going so we could go and meet his mom and everything, but I don't know, I'm just dead today. I just like want to go take a nap. Maybe these cinnamon rolls will revive me.
Yeah.
There's like a 0% chance likelihood of that. No matter how many times I confront one of these little cans, it always scares me. Woo!
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, throw the rest of it away.
Yeah, this is the garbage part.
So did you see somebody do it in this waffle maker, or is it just something that you did?
I think I did see it. I don't know. I'm not sure what the technique is. Should I smash it?
Yeah, I think you did.
Smash it. Smash it a little bit, not all the way. All right, it's only been a couple minutes. Let's check it. Ooh, looking good.
Do you think the sides don't look like they're quite done?
No, they don't. Let's just leave it a little longer. Okay. All right, I think it's starting to look like it might be ready to go. Ooh, yeah. Probably shouldn't have done that with my bare hands. That was kind of burny. Go ahead and pop another one in. We're really gonna squish it down this time from the beginning. All right. Ooh. I feel like we might be overcooking them. Let's see. All right, let's pull this one. It's a little more doughy than the last two. We are eating good today. And just to round out this super healthy meal, we're adding on some spicy chicken tenders. All right, hopefully you can hear us. I'm trying to get this straight. I realized very good lighting at the dining room table. I don't take advantage of this enough. So while we're still sitting here, we just had our cinnamon rolls review.
Very good.
We really, really like them. They're obviously a little bit more like labor intensive, not really, than just popping them in the oven, but it's a different experience. It's something fun. So we liked it. The complete food coma that I know is just like moments away, has not set in yet. So while we're sitting here, I decided it's Mother's Day. Let's go ahead and talk about our fertility plans, because I talked about it a little bit last weekend. I was having just a terrible weekend, and honestly I had a terrible week, mostly just because of the health problems in my family. Things got worse, and it's just, I don't want to get into the whole long story and all the details and everything right now, but it was a really hard week, and last weekend was a hard weekend, and I told you guys that part of it was because of the health problems, but also because of our new decision about the fertility treatment. So not this last week, but the week before, we actually had a conversation with our fertility doctor, and we were talking about what moves should we make next. For a little while now, I've been feeling like I just wanted to go ahead and start IVF. And Grant and I have been talking about it, thinking about it, kind of going back and forth about it. And finally, now that the fertility doctor's office is open and doing procedures again after being closed for the past couple of months, well, not closed, but they weren't doing any kind of fertility treatments, we wanted to talk to her about what our options were and what she thought, and just like consult with her on everything. And basically what brought us to that decision, or what brought me to basically just wanting to like skip forward, because our plan so far was like do IUIs a few times, and basically IUI is it's just a less invasive, easier, less costly treatment that can totally work. But then once you kind of exhaust that option, you move on to IVF, because it's a lot more costly. It's a lot harder on your body. There are a lot of side effects, and it takes longer, but it can be more successful. But because of my situation where the left side, my tube on the left side is kind of a mystery. Like when we did that test, the doctor was like, well, we can't exactly know what's going on there. We'd have to do surgery to really find out what's up. But for now, just to play it safe, we're not going to do any kind of IUI or really try when I'm ovulating from that side. So that sort of eliminates like half of my cycles, basically. So it makes the whole IUI situation even more discouraging, I guess. Like for the past few months, I've just been ovulating on the left side. So we haven't been able to do an IUI. And beyond that, we haven't been able to do it because of the virus. So, you know, if there was a time that I should be ovulating on the left side, I guess now would be it. So anyway, so we went through the whole long conversation with the doctor, and we came to the decision that we wanted to go ahead and do IVF, just skip IUI. It was just, we felt like we were kind of losing time, I guess. And so then on Monday, whenever I was calling into the office and literally made so many appointments for IVF, because there's so many appointments, so much medication, so many tests that you have to do. It's a 3-month process. So I was getting the ball rolling on that. And later that day, I got some news about my family, and it just kind of put everything back up in the air. You have to go in and do a lot of visits, and it's all very time sensitive, of course. And with somebody in my family in the hospital, I just was in limbo basically this whole last week, just thinking like, I want to go to Houston. I mean, obviously it's a very difficult time to have somebody in the hospital, because everything inside just says I need to be with my family right now. Even if I can't see that person that's in the ICU, I want to be with the rest of my family, because that's just what you do. And I didn't end up going, but every single day this week I was just kind of like, do I go, do I stay? Like talking to Grant about it, talking to my family about it. And I didn't end up going just because, I don't know, I just want to play it as safe as possible. I just don't want to do anything that would put anyone at risk with the virus, especially with the health issues going on. So literally the same day I made all the appointments for IVF, we also decided let's not do IVF. So last weekend when I was like, we made a decision about what we're gonna do with the fertility treatments, but I didn't say what. I'm like so grateful that I didn't say that, because then this weekend I'd just be like taking it all back. Yeah, so we decided on the same day, no, let's just do another IUI this month, see how that goes. Hopefully I'll be ovulating on the right side, not the left side. We can't do it if I'm not ovulating from the right side. So it could just be like another skipped month, which is unfortunate, but we have pretty much made the decision that
next step is IVF.
Yeah, that is a 3-month process. The first month is like preparation, you're starting the medication, you're starting a bunch of tests, you're just getting ready. And then the next month, more medicine, more injections, more everything, tons of appointments, and you do the egg retrieval. And then the 3rd month, you do the transfer. And of course, more medicine, more injections, more everything. And it's scary, and we've seen, you know, firsthand the extreme side effects, like the way it can go really wrong, and it can be really hard. But beyond that, I've never heard anyone say that IVF is an easy process to go through. Yeah, like nobody's ever said like, oh yeah, IVF,
no problem,
easy breezy, 10 out of 10, would recommend. You know, obviously it's something that you want to do, and I feel really lucky and grateful and happy that this is an option for us, but it is scary because we have seen how it can go really wrong and be really devastating. And it is also really expensive. And even when you get like the packets of information where they tell you all about the treatment and risks and benefits and all the success rates and everything, and then all the costs, like even when you get the packet of costs, it doesn't even really tell you how much it's going to be, which is very confusing. But I mean, that's how medical stuff always kind of goes. Like it's not really something that you walk up to like a shelf on an aisle and you can see a price tag. You don't really know what you're getting into completely, but we do know it's going to be really, really expensive. Yeah, definitely. And Luna, are you okay? Come here. Come on, come tell the news with me. All right. He's not going to see out the window. So I feel like I'm not letting you say anything. I don't know if you have anything you want to add to it, and I'm trying not to forget anything. So I want to like tell the whole story and why we came to this decision and everything.
So yeah, so I think one of the the main reason why we wanted to move on to IVF is, number one, we weren't making any progress because we kept having to skip months. And then IVF has a really big upside, even though it's a lot more involved and expensive, in that you can bank embryos to use later on, and it preserves your chance of fertility and makes the age factor less of a factor down the road for, you know, baby 2 and maybe 3. So that we have, so that takes a lot of, if we have a good round of embryos, that takes a lot of pressure off us, and especially Leanne. You know, down the road, your chances of conceiving with a younger embryo is much better than if you wait and use an older embryo. So
yeah, that's true. That is a big thing that helped us to decide that this was a good plan for us. Yeah. But it's scary. It is scary because I don't know. It's just, I've seen people like on YouTube go through it. I've seen people in my own life go through it, and I've just seen a lot of challenges, and it's scary when you're literally signing up for that and being like, cool, I'm gonna pay a ton of money for something that could potentially not work and potentially just make us have a ton of suffering. But I don't want to think about it like that. Really, at the beginning of every cycle, I do feel so hopeful. Like even right now, going through IUI again, taking letrozole, which I just took letrozole last week, which could be part of the reason why I'm so tired today. So it's just, I don't know. It's hard to feel like time is just going by and you feel like you're doing all that you can, but it's not working. And it kind of just, it feels like being told no when you're trying your best. And I do not like that. I mean, nobody likes that. Nobody is willing to just like settle with that. So that's where we're at.
That's where we're at, yeah. The biggest update, some of the biggest stuff that's happened to us in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I'm excited.
It's exciting.
I'm scared for all of the medication side effects.
Yeah, all the injections and the hormones and everything makes you feel terrible. It makes you feel moody and bloated and sick and tired, and just I don't think there are any like really happy side effects that come up. Yeah, no. I guess the only like happy side effect would be that you get to get pregnant and have a baby and grow your family when you weren't able to before.
Yeah, but I mean, hopefully that's
our side effect.
The last side effect.
Side effect.
Yeah, exciting. I'm excited.
I know. Yeah. It's exciting, but it's scary because it's investing yourself, investing money, investing time, investing literally like your good health. Like you're kind of giving up your good health in your body and knowing that, you know, there are risks, there are things that can go wrong. There are a lot of things that can go wrong along the way. Big time. So it's exciting, but it's scarier, of course, than doing IUI. All right, I guess that's it. That was the update. I am glad that I didn't spill the beans last weekend. And I don't know what it was. I guess I was just like too consumed and bummed out and just thinking about so many things at once. I couldn't even like approach like, oh, hey, we have like kind of like good, exciting news. Like I just couldn't really even think about it like that yet. Yeah. But it is good, exciting news. I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm just like so scared. Cause like, yes, I'm scared, but it's overall, it is a really good thing. And yeah, we're really lucky. Very lucky. Excited. I know. All right, well, I feel like that's all we have to say. I always feel so weird when we like sit down and talk to you guys about something. I feel like the last time we did this was like when we announced that we were gonna move and then we bought a house. It's like we're sitting down like, all right, kids, we need to talk. Big talk. All right, well, Luna is getting real comfy and I need to call my mom and I need to see if she opened her present. All right. All right. Grant's getting to work on his next slow cooker masterpiece.
Chicken and gravy.
Chicken and gravy. Where'd you get this recipe?
I don't know, I saw it somewhere online and then it sounded good, so because we have a bunch of stuffing we got in the pantry, so I figured we get kind of like a fun like gravy, stuffing. We have some leftover mashed potatoes.
Like a whole Sunday
green
thing.
Beans. Yeah, like a all-American cafeteria meal. Movie slim phone. Alright, so we just made our sauce mixture. It's some chicken gravy, cream of chicken soup, pepper, and then I added some thyme, ground thyme, and some garlic. It's also some water. We just whisk it together, throw it in the slow cooker for 4 hours, and we'll be good to go. The recipe was a little bit confusing. It said you need a packet of gravy, but then in parentheses it's 2 packets. So I'm a little worried we're gonna have a super concentrated gravy sauce, but we'll see. I think that'll be okay. We can always just add a little water to it.
All right, we're getting ready for the big moment. He's got everything mixed up and he's ready to just pop it all in. We're going back and we're using the Instant Pot, but we're using it as a slow cooker. We had some issues with doing this, so we kind of stayed away from it for a while and we're using our bigger slow cooker, but I guess we're getting brave and we're going back to it. Do you have to saute the chicken first?
No. We've got our mix here. We're gonna pour that in.
When someone says chicken and gravy, I think fried chicken.
Yeah.
All right, and then the top goes on and it's just on high for 4 hours.
That's what it says.
All right, Grant's nervous he messed it up, but I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, maybe it'll be even better.
Yeah. All right, so I FaceTimed my mom and they were right in the middle of eating and she just started talking to me and I was like, it's cool, like just call me back. We can talk a little later, like eat your food, like everything looked great. And I don't know, I miss them so much and I really wish I could be there, and I'm glad they're having a good time and I'm glad she's having a good Mother's Day. Mom, if you're watching this, I miss you. She knows I miss her, like I tell them all the time that I miss them. But while I have just a minute open, this is something that I wanted to do. I showed you yesterday that I broke my little marble box and the top just shattered. I was so frustrated when it happened, but it's pretty much in 3 pieces that I can fit back together. It's gonna have like chunks out of it. It's definitely gonna look like it was broken, but I'm just not gonna throw this away. Like, that's just not an option. Oh, that's my mom now. Hold on.
Hey.
Hey. Okay, it's been a few hours. I honestly can't even remember the last thing I vlogged. I finished a bag of wisps. I love these things. I don't know who suggested these on YouTube or Instagram. I know I heard about them somewhere, but for the life of me, I cannot remember it. And I also don't even know where we got them. I think we might've got them from Costco.
Costco. Yeah.
Okay, delicious. I love them. I found them on Amazon and there's different flavors. I wanna try all the flavors. Anyway, I just finished that bag. We have a backup, don't you worry. And Grant's about to open the slow cooker for a big reveal. Looks like goo.
Good.
There's never really like a big reveal with a slow cooker, like no matter what.
Look at this.
Oh, a masher.
A meat masher.
We just got a masher and we haven't used it before. This is our maiden voyage with the meat masher. Is it superior?
It is. It's very good.
It's very good.
Very good.
That's a good review. Okay, so we've got kind of a cluttered mess happening in the kitchen and the living room, and I'm trying to tidy up a little bit. And I wanted to show you this new book I got. Actually, it's an old book that I got. I found it on Amazon, Decoration and Design for the 80s. You guys know I have a soft spot for 80s decor, 80s homes. I follow a ton of 80s home and decor and design accounts on Instagram, and I feel like a lot of them like recycle some of the same images, but there are definitely some that directly scan them from home design and decor books like this one, and I just cannot get enough. And so I found this one on Amazon and I just had to order it. Let me find, oh, here. I have actually posted this in my story from one of the accounts that I follow. This one and maybe this one too. I love all the greenery here. I love the spiral staircase. It is so dangerous looking, and I love how the plants are coming down here. And the color of the rug, the color of the couch and the chair, it's just amazing. Oh, also the fact that the carpet here basically looks like grass. I mean, what more could you want, right? And I'm sure back in the 80s, these were not, you know, the everyday homes. These are more like super stylized, but I love it. And I like to imagine that the everyday home was like this. Let me find something, like, look at this, the columns. Oh, here we go. Connecticut contemplative. So serious, except for this one pink pillow. Not serious at all, I like that. Anyway, you probably don't care. I care probably too much.
Ready to feast.
Oh, I'll put together this. Oh, he already did it. I made up the dressing and he has finished the job. Whoa, baby. It looks really good. Thank you so much for cooking.
Sure, I hope it's good.
Oh, I'm excited. We will post the recipe in the description. I know I keep forgetting that and I'm sorry. I hear your comments. I'm gonna get better about it, okay? You're gonna text it to me right now? There we go. We've got proof. Even Luna hears it. She's pretending like she didn't hear it.
All right.
Do you want to do a taste test?
Taste test.
Let's see what he thinks of his work. Uh-oh.
That's really good.
Yes.
The extra gravy was a good
A happy accident.
A happy accident.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's yummy. Good job. All right, we're stepping out. All right, so we're just doing a casual little walk by here. Luna is not keeping it casual at all. Doesn't look like anything's happened with our secret wildflowers.
No.
The landscapers haven't come by or anything, but we have got a little rain, but I'm not seeing anything. Nothing yet for all of you guys that were asking for an update on our criminal activity that we partook in last week. Are you feeling a little shy? Luna's never been shy a day in her life. That's my good girl. I want another puppy. You want another puppy?
No.
Oh, I don't think Luna wants another puppy either though. Look at this little foot. All right, I think this is the end of the vlog. I am so worn out right now. The dishwasher is on. I'm sorry about the noise. I hope you guys had a great weekend and I hope you're having a good week. I have an appointment in the morning. I hope it goes well. I'm feeling very hopeful. Hopefully you guys can eat some extra cookies for me if you got some on hand. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you subscribe to keep up with the new vlogs every week, and I'll see you guys next week, or actually on Thursday. On Thursday. I still get confused having only one channel. It's weird after so many years. Anyway, thanks. I love you. Bye. Say bye, Luna.
Get out of my house.
Oh no.